slow down new and better vaccines.
They're going to slow down new and better vaccines. That's your concern? Doubtful. It's going to slow down the money that you can rake in and the money that you can skim off the top. It's going to slow that down. That's all you care about. You can see his face. He's like, I'm happy because I don't take my own flu vaccine shot that I put out to the public. There's no way I would do that. But I'm happy to take your money so you can too. You can do it.
What specifically is the problem you see? Because this isn't just Hep B. This is the vaccines of the future you're saying just won't be created.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Right, so what are you talking about? They won't be created. What are you talking about? Absolutely, they'll be created. You just have to prove that they work. Why are you putting out flu shots? So hold on. So you're telling me. So what's going on here is that they're putting out flu shots, and they're saying that the only way we can put out these flu shots is if we don't give you verified proof to put them out, because we have to put them out in such a timely manner. Okay, so if you can't prove that they work, then are they actually really flu shots? Are they really actually vaccines of the future? No, they're not. Because if they don't, you can't prove that they work, then they're not really flu shots. It's logical thinking here. But if you can prove that they work, then they're flu shots, and those are the flu shots of the future. So this whole media post, this whole thing about this nonsense about the being flu shots and not having flu shots for the future is fear mongering, and it's explicitly trying to dig one out on Trump. I mean, there's so much better things that you can go after him for, but going after this is something that Americans Americans agree on this probably just about as much as they agree on illegal criminal immigration arrests and deportations. This is not a 50-50 issue. This is not an 80-20 issue. Unless you're thinking of Republicans and Democrats. I'm thinking Democrats, Republican, 80-20. Anyway, this is a 80-20 Republican, 80, or, sorry, country, 80-20 issue. And the 20% are the keyboard warriors and the people that have blue hair, purple hair, and that have nose rings. Those are the people that care about vaccine flu shots, and that if they can get it and they don't care if it's proven or not. Those are the people that don't care about it. People that don't matter, and that should be locked up in crazy cells.
Something has gone very wrong with a lunatic fringe, a minority, but a growing and powerful minority on the far left.
Oh yeah, this is also great because the Democrats did to themselves.
People who scream at children over their parents' politics. There is no unity with someone who lies about what Charlie Kirk said in order to excuse his murder. There is no unity with someone who harasses an innocent family the day after the father of that family lost a dear friend. There is no unity with the people who celebrate Charlie Kirk's assassination. And there is no unity with the people who fund these articles, who pay the salaries of these terrorist sympathizers, who argue that Charlie Kirk, a loving husband and father, deserved a shot to the neck because he spoke words with which they disagreed. Something 100% very wrong.
Base. That's absolutely American right there. That is a true patriot. I mean, I don't know if he actually believes what he's saying, but if he does, that's 100% true patriot American right there. And the people that he's talking about, that you cannot you cannot have unity with the people that he is talking about because they are not true Americans. They want the opposite for America that true Americans want. And that is, they don't want you to have any kind of religious freedom. They don't want you to have any kind of freedom to say what you want. They only want to dictate what you want to say or what they want you to say. They don't want you to have any kind of just free thinking, free speech. They want to try to control every aspect of your life so that they can tell you what to do and make it how they want. They want to take your money and they want to make themselves rich, and they care about nobody but themselves. Yeah, definitely got my vote, 100%. Him or Marco Rubio. That's going to be tough. Hopefully they don't run against each other. I don't know how true that is. Absolutely don't know how true that is. I hate it whenever people just post stuff and they don't fact check it whatsoever. That's and they don't think about it. They just, oh, this sounds good. This aligns with my narrative. I don't care if it's on the right or the left. Do some basic investigation. Don't blindly post people that you agree with. You need to fact check this. You actually have to understand what they're talking about. You can't just go and regurgitate every single thing that they say. It makes you look like a sheep. It makes you ignorant and not informed. It makes you it doesn't help the argument that America needs, it needs to go back. It needs to go back to the way it was. It needs to move forward, but also it needs to stay true to the fundamentals, but not so true that it's ridiculous. You need common sense. There's common sense in everything. The common sense and narrative is mindset is why we don't have nice things or can't have nice things. That's hilarious. Never thought about it that way. They see it. They just choose to ignore it or just lie through their teeth. They know they're lying. That's why they can't argue the facts. That's why they just keep saying the same thing over and over again without arguing the facts. That's why they can't argue the facts. It's not that they don't want to or unwilling to, it's that they can't. It's hard for someone that doesn't believe what they're saying to argue what they're defending or to defend what they're trying to argue. Free speech is the only way to keep society from collapsing. I think that is a big part of it. Absolutely. The 80-20 split is real. Most folks just want things to work. No, yeah, that's true. Well, not most people. No, most people, they want proof that things are working. They want accountability. They want more than just the government says it's okay, so it's okay. They want people, they've lost a lot of trust with the American people. The government has lost a ton of trust with the American people. And to gain that trust back, they're going to have to start doing things and going out of their way to win it back. That was the whole Biden campaign. People trusting government over actual proof is the whole last administration. Like that was 4 years of absolute nonsense and a fantasy world that the Democrats wanted to create, and we were this close. I guess once you saw the votes come in for Donald Trump to win, we were this close to just absolute anarchy and a fantasy world. Yeah, 4 years of chaos. The fantasy world, lines wild. They really thought they could rewrite reality. Yeah, That's exactly what they were trying to do. They were trying to rewrite they were trying to write their reality on top over over your beliefs, your over the truth, over facts. They were trying to make you what is that? They were trying to make you feel like you were crazy, make you feel like you were the what do they call that? Gaslight. They gaslit the whole thing. Whole 4 years of straight gaslighting. They did it. They tried. I mean, they made people lose their jobs over what truly believing and knowing what they were talking about. Like there was doctors that lost their jobs, that they got fired, that got discredited just because they said ivermectin didn't work. Ivermectin, something like that. It's close to that word. They tried to discredit those doctors, and they successfully did until the truth came out. And now it looks like look what happened. Like you can't just continue to lie to the people. Like if the truth will come out no matter what. And I just don't understand what they were trying to do, except for get somebody elected that can continue the lie and continue the fraud, the manipulation, the ripping off of taxpayer money. I mean, it's incredible what you see after seeing how they used COVID to defraud and defranchise the whole entire American people, pinning each other against people. They even used their own political party. They